Welcome back, everyone. And here's a shocking fact. What if I told you that sugar might be doing more harm to your body than just adding a few pounds? Today, we are going to uncover the hidden dangers of sugar and how it can be silently impacting your cancer risk. If you're ready to learn the truth, then stay with me. It's going to be eye-opening. Hi, I'm Debbie Sadie-Fi, and you are joining me on day 31 of our series, Proven Cancer Strategies Revealed, 90 Days to Cancer Resilience. Over the past 30 days, we've covered a range of strategies to help you with resilience against cancer, and today we are tackling one of the most controversial topics, sugar. There is a lot of misinformation out there, so we're going to break it all down for you. And if you're new to this series, don't worry, we're going to catch you up on all the previous days later. But right now, let's focus on how sugar plays a role in your cancer risk. And remember, we're going to be doing this. Let's dive in. All right. The idea that sugar feeds cancer is one of the most pervasive myths there is in the health world. And here's what I know. While it is true that cancer cells, like all cells in your body, consume glucose for energy, cutting out sugar from your diet won't starve these cells. Our body needs glucose to function. It is a fundamental energy source for every cell. And the key point here is that your body regulates blood sugar levels very carefully. So it's not as simple as saying sugar equals cancer growth. But it doesn't mean sugar gets a free pass. What's about sugar, and it's about what sugar does to your overall health, that is the real issue. And so, what is the real danger? So, when we consume too much sugar, especially in the form of processed sugar and sugary drinks, it can lead to weight gain, insulin resistance, and chronic inflammation. And these conditions are breeding grounds for many health issues, including the increased risk of cancer. So, for example, being overweight or obese is linked to a higher rate and risk of certain cancers like breast cancer, colon cancer, and liver cancer. And it's not that sugar is directly feeding the cancer, but rather it's contributing to an unhealthy environment in your body, making it easier for cancer to take hold and grow. And that is why cutting out sugar is a powerful strategy in cancer prevention. Now, here are some practical tips. If you're serious about reducing your risk of cancer, cutting out refined sugar is a powerful step that you can take. And here's how you can do it. First of all, eliminate those sugary drinks completely. Remove all sodas, energy drinks, fruit juices, and other sugary beverages from your diet. These are often the biggest sources of sugar in our diet, and they're also culprits for weight gain because we take in these calories and we really don't feel full, they don't satisfy us, and they just go straight into our bloodstream. Now, you also can cut out your processed foods. We've talked before about processed foods have the sugar, oil, and salt in them. So if you are avoiding processed foods that often contain hidden sugars and unhealthy additives, and take control by cooking your meals at home where you know exactly what is going into your body. Now, we can also avoid our refined sugar And that means eliminating all forms of added refined sugar, which includes our white sugar, syrups, and artificial sweeteners. And we can choose whole, unprocessed foods and opt for the whole natural food, vegetables, fruits, nuts, seeds, beans, legumes. These foods are nutrient dense and help to support your body's natural defense against cancer. You can enjoy some uh, desserts. It doesn't mean you have to give up the desserts entirely. You can enjoy them, but instead choose whole food based desserts that are made from ingredients like fruits, nuts, beans, even, and natural sweeteners like dates or coconut. And these often will satisfy your sweet tooth without the harmful effects of the refined sugar. I know I was a sugarholic, so I know it's not easy, but believe me, it is worth it. And we're trying to have the goal here to create an environment for our body that is supportive of health and well being. And cutting out refined sugar is a crucial step in that process. All right. So I have a couple of questions maybe that I can answer for you. The first one is fruit considered a sugary food that I should avoid? I have heard that question many times. And while fruit contains natural sugars, it also provides fibers, vitamins, and antioxidants that will help your body to process sugar more effectively. So, when you're looking at fruits, they are generally safe and healthy to include in your diet, unlike some of those sugary snacks. And if I'm going to cut out sugar, can I still enjoy desserts? And the answer is absolutely. The key here is to choose desserts that are made from whole foods. All right. These options, again, will allow you to enjoy the sweets without the harmful effects of refined sugar. And if you want to check out, I've got a couple of great recipes on chocolate and chocolate chip cookies that you can eat, and you're not getting any of those refined sugars or any of those other additives that we're talking about here. And so, how long does it take to see health benefits after cutting out the sugar? The benefits actually start quite quickly. Within a few weeks, many people notice better energy levels, improved mood, and even weight loss. And in the long term, you're also reducing your risk of chronic diseases like cancer. All right. So I'm just going to open it up to any questions before we end this. Look at the sugary treats. Hey, Kathy.
So a question that I had is, if you have desserts that you really, really like, is there like a translation? Like instead of using product A, use product B. Like I have a propensity for scones. I really like scones with my afternoon coffee or tea. And I'm just wondering if there is like, because in a lot of the cookbooks that I have, there's okay, if you don't, you can use applesauce if you don't have X, Y, and Z. You can substitute, you know, white vinegar for red vinegar if you add X, Y, and Z. Is there something that's that
Yeah.
formulaic?
So one of the ways to do it, sometimes I know for people who are recipe developers, sometimes you can start by taking a recipe and make changes to the recipe to make it healthier. But sometimes uh, it's a little bit it's a little more complicated than that, and sometimes it's better just to start from scratch and find a way to just make a change to the recipe or make it kind of start from scratch to make it a whole food recipe. And so I guess, well, I will take on a challenge to see if I can find a way that you can satisfy your scone fix without it being, um, the sugary treat that what it is today. I don't know if we'll get there for you, but we can try.
Thank you. Well, so in the United States, white flour is basically they did something back in the 70s and white flour changed. So I think that might be like the big culprit. But I'm wondering, could I just substitute bread flour for white flour?
Yeah,
I mean,
so
is that
yeah, so
no?
it's not as easy as that because a lot of
Darn
the
it.
flours, even the whole wheat flours, still, if they're like kind of they're not all that great. That's why it's a little bit difficult, but we'll see what we can do.
Okay, thank you.
All right. Any other questions? Yeah. All right.
I have a question.
Yes, OJ.
Okay, my question is there any fruit we should stay away from because of its sugar level?
Yeah, no, the thing, if there's any fruit that you should stay away from, it would be for specific health reasons for you. But in terms of generally for sugar, the reason why fruit is okay and sugar, like refined sugar, is not, is because when you're eating fruit, you're getting nutrients as well as the fiber, and the digestion takes longer, so the sugar entering your body is entering at a slower rate than when you're just having a refined sugar. It's just like an IV going into your bloodstream, the refined sugar. And so there's a big difference in terms of that. They call it the glycemic index or the glycemic load, which is the rate that the sugar goes into your body. But like, I think dates are one of the sweetest sugary fruits there is, and they are fine, and they're actually a really great substitute for sugar because their glycemic index or the glycemic load is lower because it's got a lot of fiber and a lot of nutrients as well that support it. Was there
Okay,
a specific
thank you.
fruit that you were thinking of?
Yeah, I was thinking of date, and soursop, and
And
maybe
what?
some general. There's a fruit called soursop.
Ooh, I've never
Soursop.
heard that one.
Okay, it's prominent in Africa and it's very sweet. It
Yeah.
has this
Oh,
creamy, sweety taste. And I was just thinking, could there be any fruit that could, trigger sugar levels in the body and stuff? So I just needed clarity on that.
Yeah. Yes, they
Yeah.
should be okay. Now, I mean, if you're just eating that, that's a whole different thing. We are trying to get a variety of foods in, but for our sugary treats, dates and probably the sarsop is fine
Yeah.
because they're whole foods.
Okay, great. And it has lots of fiber too, right?
Yep.
Which the
If
body
it's got
needs.
lots of fiber, that's really helping as well.
Okay, great.
All right. Now, if you
Thank you.
found today's session valuable, then give it a thumbs up and share it with anyone who might be struggling with their sugar intake. And don't forget to subscribe, to hit the notification bell if you're on YouTube, or like and follow so you don't miss the next installment of our 90-day series. And I'd love to hear from you. What is the hardest part for you when it comes to cutting out sugar? Ooh, that's a big one. All right. So thanks for joining me again on day 31 of our Proven Cancer Strategies Revealed 90 Days to Cancer Resilience. And remember, the fight against cancer isn't about treatments. It's about making lifestyle changes to protect your health every day. Cutting out refined sugar and choosing whole foods options is a powerful way to reduce your cancer risk and improve your overall well-being. I'm Debbie C85, and we'll see you tomorrow for another critical strategy on our journey to cancer resilience. Stay strong, stay healthy, and I will see you then.